discrepancies in voter lists in the Mahadev Pura constituency. Given all of these allegations and in that backdrop, the cabinet now has decided that ballot papers is what should be going ahead with as far as the local body elections are concerned. Whether this is to do with the Greater Bengaluru Authority elections or for that matter the urban local body elections. Now we're also being told at this point in time that the Karnataka cabinet, while it has decided this, of course the decision there lying with the state Election Commission, understandably so, this is now being slammed by the opposition, the prime opposition in the state, the BJP here, stating that this is nothing but a regressive method and this is nothing but an attempt now by the Congress party to try and rig the elections.
All right. Well, there's such allegations that have now been leveled of the vote chori that has already been made by the Congress ahead of the elections in Bihar. Now, rather, this cabinet decision is also coming at a time where there were multiple complaints. What was being said was raised recently regarding the flaws in the electoral rolls and the inclusion of many voters not residing in an area in Bengaluru. But this missive that has now been given to the State Election Commission on the basis of the cabinet recommendations saying that use ballot papers for the local body elections, not just the local body elections. It is expecting that the state poll body is also to revise the voter list for the local elections and don't largely depend on rolls prepared for the assembly elections. So what is now it is asking for and saying that the EVMs are unreliable. Ballot paper should now make a comeback, and especially when we speak of the 60% of the voters barring the urban areas as well, which will cover under the local body elections. This is now something that they say that there should be a return of the ballot papers. The BJP has the opinion that the Congress party's desperation is out in the open because they cannot win through any means. So rigging seems to be the only option. But despite that, the Congress party will be defeated. That seems to be the conclusion that has now been drawn by the BJP. But let's speak of the Deputy Chief Minister here, because this seems to be a big decision that has been taken by the Karnataka cabinet and a controversial one as well. 60 criminal cases that has been withdrawn by the Karnataka cabinet. Cases against DK Shivkumar supporters as well, that was withdrawn. Remember, in the 2019 stone pelting case, that has now been withdrawn against activists and politicians and others who have now gotten a clean chit. A complete list that is now being said of the cases that has been withdrawn by the cabinet. This is owing to a lot of controversy, Neha, especially when we speak of these police cases that were said to be to farmers, students, Kannada activists. Law and Parliamentary Affairs Minister H.K. Patil has also been saying, even when it comes to such kind of petitions that has been raised, was there any opposition on part of the state police and the advisors to the government there against taking this decision?
Well, yes, Amita, of course. What's now come under scrutiny here is the fact that the Karnataka government has decided to withdraw many cases here now, about 60 cases odd, and of these, why are a couple of them important? Because some of them happen to do with the supporters of the Deputy Chief Minister DK Shivkumar back in 2019. Also, there's another case now.
Let me bring in Mr. Ashok Gowda also, who is connected with us on the phone line. Neha, pleased to be with us. Mr. Gowda, it seems that there are certain activists, politicians, processionists. The Karnataka cabinet seems to be wiping their state clean.
Absolutely, yes. See, when this kind of criminal activities have been encouraged by the Congress party, and so many people who have done so many criminal activities in Karnataka, they know that if their party comes to power, nothing will happen to them. And in the whole process, this Gundaism, this Hulgoism in Karnataka is getting increased every day. And that is why we are now these days we are comparing then the northern states to Karnataka itself. It's a very sad state of affairs. Remember, this is one of these cases, that's all. But there are so many other cases. Like in 2016-17, Siddaramaiah had withdrawn cases even on PFI, and that is why so many murders are taking place in the coastal Karnataka and other places. Part 1, Part 2, DGLD and KGLD raids, which happened during 2022. Everybody supported in the cabinet to withdraw the cases on the people who burnt down the police station. Similarly in Hubli also. So this is the mindset Congress party has, and they encourage the Gundaism. Just to encourage the Gundaism, they withdraw the cases whenever they get an opportunity, and tomorrow they may withdraw cases, even severe cases like rape and murder. So this is the question what we are asking Congress party, that please, people are watching. And yesterday I was speaking to one person who was a very senior Congress leader. That lady was complaining on the Congress party, sir, we don't know why we are with the Congress. And this is the state what they have brought the Karnataka into.
Right, but what do you have to speak on those high-profile cases as well that have now been withdrawn? When we speak of the 2019 case against the supporters of the Deputy Chief Minister, D.K. Shivkumar as well, who were booked for stone pelting on buses and government offices, that too has now been taken back?
Absolutely. This is what they encourage, the Gundaism. And we are not surprised. If they can withdraw the cases on the people who do the terrorist activities like PFI, this stone pelting is a very common thing for them. Stone pelting and going and eating somebody is a very common thing. They please do remember that D.K. Shivkumar did call the terrorist person who blasted the bomb inside the auto rickshaw that they are my brothers. So that is the mindset what we have to question.
All right. Mr. Govt, I appreciate you joining us here on the broadcast, but this is coming across as a big decision. The BJP has now been calling it as a decision giving clean chit to those who have been booked under criminal cases, but how this decision has now been taken back by the cabinet, and especially against certain high-profile cases that has been also included. Now those cases too have been withdrawn, but many of these politicians and activists now getting a clean chit by the state government. Neha will connect with you again, but this is a mega time